Hey everyone, it's Ken. Happy Saturday to you. I hope you're having a blessed day. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found this video. I have a quick word for you, and again, I know I'm not on camera, but I have some background music here, if you can hear it or not, so just ignore that. But the background music should be playing. But I just want to say welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found this video. I know it's not by accident or coincidence that you found this video. I know it's going to be a huge blessing to you because it's just heavy in my spirit, and I honestly won't be able to get anything else done until I release this video to you all. But God has a quick word for you. This is very, very important as we walk into this new month of October, as we are towards the end of the year, y'all. It's going to be 2026, and God's going to be doing some big things for you all. Some of you all have been in the process. You've been in some seasons of trials and tribulations. You've been tested. You've been pruned. You've had to walk through some very unusual warfare. You had to experience some unusual attacks. And you have had to rely on the Lord and learn to depend on Him for everything, as your source, as your provider, as your best friend, everything, as your comforter, as your husband, as your support system, what have you. God has been that for you even the more in this season. You had to be isolated. You had to be separated from family, friends, those who, once knew you, those who were close to you. You've had to make some hard decisions, hard choices, to really keep your faith and to really just maintain, your purity. Some of you all have, made decisions to be celibate. Some of you all have abstained from, drinking or, drugs or whatever, whatever God has, has been working with you on. You have been doing the best that you can to follow accordingly to that. Repeat this cough. And you always been coughing this whole time, and now all of a sudden I'm coughing. Devil, I rebuke you. But anyways, but God's word for you today is you need to be very, very, very careful, okay? You need to be very, very, very careful. Why? Because there are some people in your circle. Again, like I said, if you found this video, this is applicable to you because God would not have allowed you to find this video for you to be inclined to, click play and to hear what I'm saying. But there are some people in your circle, in your midst. You may know them, you may not know who they are. But there are some people who are close to you, who are in close proximity to you, who pretend to be your biggest cheerleaders. They pretend to be your biggest supporters. But inwardly, secretly, they wish your demise. They want to see you fail. They want to see you fall. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you succeed. When you share things with them secretly behind your back, they're word cursing it. They're speaking negative. They're skeptical. They're cynical. They're very negative. And again, you don't know this because again, it's behind closed doors, behind your back. But God hears, God sees, and He knows. And God is saying in this hour, be bold and ask Him to show you. If you don't know who it is, ask Him to show you. Some of y'all may know who it is. You may already, as soon as I said that, you immediately knew. God says you need to keep them at a distance. He says when He blesses you, this next blessing that's coming, y'all, this next blessing, you're not going to be able to tell a soul, at least for a good while, because these individuals and people, they will not be happy for you. They will not be happy at your success, your promotion, your win, the favor, the approval, the acceptance. They will not be able to celebrate or rejoice. And God is saying they will try to word curse your blessing. Again, like I said, no one can take what belongs to you. But we don't want people speaking death over our blessings, over what God has done for us. So some things we have to keep protected, right? Because it can bring unnecessary warfare when we share these things. So God is saying He wants you to be very, very careful in this hour. Be careful of oversharing. I feel that. Be careful of oversharing. Some people may reach out to you, call you, hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? It can be anybody, family members, friends, associates, old co-workers, whatever. The devil, he will resurrect and bring back anybody into your life, okay? Old exes, whatever. And they're just, calling you to check on you, texting you to see how you're doing, they may even bring up a family member, how's your mom doing, or how's your aunt, or how's your cousin, or, and those are just little ways for them to just weasel their way back into your life to get information. And God says, be very, very careful. They're trying to figure out what's going on in your life so they can keep tabs on you, and they're low-key monitoring spirits as well. But God is saying there are some people in your life specifically who are pretending to be your biggest supporters, biggest cheerleaders, but inwardly, secretly, they don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you succeed. They hope things don't work out. They hope things fall apart. I'm telling you, these could be anybody, parents, it doesn't matter. The enemy, if they have an access point, that individual, whether that access point is a spirit of bitterness, jealousy, insecurity, envy, pride, they can be accessed and they will be used because they have an open door. So God is saying that just be careful. Just be very, very careful. And if you found this video, this word is for you. I'm telling you, it's very, very, I don't know why I feel a heavy urgency for this, but in this hour, like I said, God is going to be releasing blessings to his people. Y'all have passed the test. You stood the test. And now is reaping season. And some of your enemies, those who are demonically infested, they can sense that. They can sense a shift in the atmosphere. They can sense that something is coming to your life, something good, and they want to be around, right? Because some people are they're connected to you, not because they care about you, but because they want to reap off of your blessings. They want to be there to see what God does for you and just be a hindrance and be a pain in the rear end. So God is saying this, be mindful in this hour. I don't want to be a dead horse, but anyways, I hope that encourages someone. Be blessed.